At least with regard to the passport bros here in America, if you were really that much of a catch, you wouldn't need to leave.
Come on now, I'm trying to go to sleep. You over here out in Jamaica paying for the
potential to have my own family someday, and he's like, it's unlikely it's going to happen with you, so he's not willing to take on my family. He knows that if he takes on my family, he's not really winning in any situation.
It's not a competition.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. I'm not going to hold you. Let's get right into it.
That y'all would sleep with African American women, but never would ever marry.
Wrong. Not never. Not never.
Wrong.
That's
not
but it's not a lie.
It's kind of true.
It's not a lie.
It's the truth. It's the
What day?
They just call him LBH. Loser back home.
The passport bro concept is so fascinating to me because, what are you proud of? Why are you proud to say that no one in your home country wants you, so you have to leave?
Okay.
At least with regard to the passport bros here in America, if you were really that much of a catch, you wouldn't need to leave.
You've never traveled.
And go to another country where your only appeal is the prospect of citizenship. And perhaps the fact that you might have money because you're coming from America.
You assume too much.
Listen, man. Women back home are not perfect. And guys just want to make sure they're getting the best options, right? With the way women choose not to exercise anymore, I'm not saying all, but most women, right? What are guys to do? Guys want to leave, find something not combative, and more power to them, right? Just wish these guys luck. Next video.
The biggest difference is that the women that are paying for in Jamaica are white women. That is tourism.
I think I eventually dozed off, but then I was awakened to a loud noise. It sounded as if maybe something dropped on the floor or something. My heart started beating fast, what the hell is that? So she Tasha, it's clapping.
You gonna put your hands together?
That was what her response was. I'm come on now, I'm trying to go to sleep. Y'all steady been with these noise.
Man, they woke up the poor woman to...
You gonna put your hands together?
Now, it was a wild thing. Guys are leaving. And I'm sure there's certain situations that could be similar, but they're not out in the street, on the riverside, just down. That's just not happening, right? Guys are not out there in DR, Colombia, because that's where a lot of it happens. Just on the side of the road. If it is, let me know, because I don't know. If it is, somebody let me know.
And stuff. Come on now, it's been just fine since then. I say he could go the hell home, far as I'm concerned, at this point. Mind you, we paid for this trip. He didn't. She paid the money to Adam. So in my mind, you're paying for ping. That's what you're paying for. So anyway, I think she said, I don't remember what she said, but it was something smart. So I was I laughed. I'm laughing. I was like, girl, don't make me turn up in here. You trying to act funny about some... Is you serious? All because I complained about the noise? Are you kidding me? So I'm on the phone telling my friend about the story. My friend where's she at? I'm she right here. Mind you, she turned up. I'm girl, you all acting like this about some that don't care about you and definitely don't care about me. Is you serious? You over here out in Jamaica paying for the...
Not buying it.
And you tripping like that? Is you serious?
Passport.
Yeah, man, and then not just them, then you have other women turn around and trip on the guys. I just don't get it. I mean, if guys are leaving, even to do that, right? Let the guys do them. But a lot of guys are leaving to find marriage, and it's not a knock. It is a knock to women at home because we're leaving, but you got to think about it. If women are going to complain, right? You know why they do complain? It's because then they have to be accountable. Guys are leaving. If it's really that bad, then it's a reason why. And what's happening is women in other countries are starting to see, and they get it, and they understand it. It's becoming a problem now because they see what's happening with women going and doing the same thing, and it's the reverse role situation, right? Horrible. But like she said, girls trip going to Jamaica.
I think this is why so many women are taught to focus on marriage.
Stitch Soberside is a great account, great video, go and watch it. I wanted to bring my take to this opinion that I mean, lots of female content creators are talking about how marriage actually just benefits men in the long run. And I'm thinking a lot about this recently because I've just broken up with someone who is a lot younger than me, and the majority...
I'm confused. How does it benefit men in the long run? Actually, it benefits women in the long run, especially when women leave the most nonsensical things, right? Then turn around and take the man for everything he has. I don't see it benefit men in the long run. It hurts them in the long run. Then they get older. As if they had a woman that had kids with her, at 1 year old. A lot of times these guys are missing out on their families at 10, sometimes even 5. They've been married for 5 years. I don't see that working for men.
Majority of men that I date are younger than me. So I also had a relationship last year where the chap, I was actually quite into this guy for a while, and he was really faffing about, couldn't make up his mind. And in the end, I said, look, let's just call it a day. And he just basically turned around and said to me, well, the real reason why I'm not investing in this is because I want to have the potential to have my own family someday. And he's like, it's unlikely it's going to happen with you. So he's not willing to take on my family.
With the right woman, there's no stopping me.
Which means that he doesn't really want to invest in me and my family because he thinks he's not intrinsically involved in that. He wants to... So
if you got a young guy, right? Because she's older. If you got a young guy, of course he wants his own family. He doesn't want to take care of your family. It reminds me of the passport sis that said, yeah, come over here. I got 2 kids waiting for you, right? Or the wannabe passport sis. This is not the case for guys. He wants his own family. Makes sense. Is he wrong for dealing with you? No, I don't think so. You were lonely. He wanted to be with you. He wanted some. So he did it. Wanted to be long term? I don't think so. Bong! Smacked him to the wall. And you're at the age where you probably can't have kids anymore. Or if you had kids, it'd be an at-risk pregnancy.
His own seed and create his own family. And I was like, yeah, fine, great, go and do that. It's basically you're not voting for me, so get out my life. And that's what a lot of younger guys, as soon as it feels like it's going to turn into a relationship, where you get to that point where you're like, well, what is this? If it's not friends with benefits, then what's the next step? Then they often say to me, oh, I think I want to have a family with someone. And I know that's kind of because they're very young and like they're probably not going to be thinking that for at least another 10 or 15 years. But the truth is, for them, it's a way to get rid of you.
How young are these guys? Are you with 20-year-olds? That's what she makes it seem like, right? Like she's... But if they're 30, they're probably thinking about that now. Even if they're 20, right? 25 or something. They may want to have a family in 5-6 years. These guys are getting old fast. I mean, the years fly by, man. The years fly by. I know I wanted a kid, and I know I was ready to have a kid at a young age, right? Was I even that young? No, I don't think so. I was 28 years old. But guys want to have kids. They want to start families.
Because they think that, if you're over 45, there's a very slim chance that you're going to get pregnant and have a family with you. They don't want to. But it's just interesting that they use that. And what So Bizarre kind of says is that a lot of men use marriage as a vehicle of control because it benefits men legally and societally. So I think a younger man knows that he can't control...
How are they using it as a benefit of control if they don't want to marry you because you've hit the wall and they want to have kids? They don't take you... They're using you as a plaything, right? And maybe you need to find somebody that's older, but you're probably going to be hard because these older guys are checking out. That's what's happening. That's what women are mad about the passport bros. Pretty soon, we're going to see this woman make a passport bro video going, man, none of these older guys are sticking around because these older guys are in Thailand, Philippines, and all over the place saying, because you probably don't even want them. Look at you. You dating younger guys.
Young guy.
Right? That's what's happening. Women back in the West are being with the younger guys and not her, but then you have them turn around and pin down the older guys. So they're supposed to be the cleanup crew.
And knows that he can't control an older woman with the prospect of marriage because a lot of younger women are holding on tenterhooks to see whether they might be asked, getting the guy to ask them to marry them and wanting to have kids and everything. But with an older woman, they don't have that control over her.
You took out all my good lines. You're such a control freak.
Because she's done that. She might already have family, like in my case. So he's got no way of doing that Jekyll and Hyde thing she was talking about. You know, you marry Jekyll and you get Hyde. He knows that if he takes on my family, he's not really winning in any situation because he can't control me through marriage.
It's not a competition.
And he can't control me through keeping me at home having children. So yeah, it's interesting, and it has been my experience. And it's interesting when she says, like a lot of men say, just choose better men. It's just that men will never choose me for that reason, because they can't have the upper hand.
Somewhere along the line, I got used to being alone.
No, men won't choose you because you're old and you've hit the wall.
Emotional damage.
Man, this woman is straight delusional, right? Thinking men want control. And that's the same thing they say about the guys leaving. They want control. They want to control women. No. Guys want peace. They want their sanity. And a guy knows, especially that's young, even a guy that's older, he's not going to get that with you. Because you got to think, there's a lot of guys that are older and childless. I didn't think so myself, I'll be honest with you. Until I realized, I've spoken to so many guys and said, man, hey, I'm 45, I have no kids. And it's like, nothing, I'm 50, I have no kids. A lot of guys, there's a lot of guys out there that have no kids. Would you say, oh, they wasn't doing anything? No, they just want to be responsible. And that being responsible and checking out. Other than that, guys, I just say, it's more to life.